Let's talk about how to make a U-turn. First of all, the area we see on the right is where we will make the U-turn. Here, each gear change is considered one maneuver, and you have to complete it in 3 maneuvers. We will enter from the right and exit from the right on the other side as well. Don't forget to use your signal when entering and exiting. We will use the right signal and make sure not to touch the parking poles. After going a little further, he turned left. Now he's reversing. The car must not touch the yellow line you see on the ground behind. It's already a wide enough area. The car can turn here comfortably. Now it's exiting from the other side. He stopped before exiting. We can't see it from here, but he turned on his right signal and is exiting slowly and in a controlled manner. It's actually not that difficult. Remember, the slower you move the car, the easier it is to control it. Now let's do this from inside the car. As you can see, we've shifted into first gear and turned on the right signal. Look, the clutch isn't being released too much. Notice how slowly the car is moving in. One foot is on the brake, slowly straightening the steering wheel. There's no need to rush here at all. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. All the way left. Press the clutch all the way down and stopped. Shifted into reverse gear. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. Pay attention. Release the brake, supporting with the clutch, going slowly. Only one foot is on the brake. We don't need the gas pedal here. Checking their mirrors and surroundings. This is very important. Make sure to check your right and left thoroughly. Shifted into first gear. Again, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. If you're moving very slowly, you can pull out without stopping. But here's the important point. Check your left side as you pull out. Because here, think of yourself as if you're pulling out onto the road from a side street. Right at the exit, turned on the signal and slowly, and pulled out. That's it. When parking, move as slowly as possible. During U-turns, before reversing straight, and throughout all your parking maneuvers, it's much better if you move slowly. After completing the U-turn, there is a maneuver where you reverse straight for 25 meters. If you center the car well at the start, the vehicle will go straight within the lane without needing to adjust the steering wheel much. But if you happen to get too close to the line on the right or left, if you gently turn the steering wheel in the opposite direction, the car will immediately correct itself. But then straighten your steering wheel again. He reversed up to the second parking post and stopped. If you center the lines exactly and come up to the parking post on the left, then stop. Now he put it into reverse gear. He's coming back slowly. Pay attention to how he checks his mirrors. He's not making too many adjustments with the steering wheel. Even when he does, as you can see, they're just small movements. Check your surroundings. You can proceed by checking your mirrors, your rearview mirror, your right, your left. Look everywhere. He came in very smoothly and stopped. Parallel parking is one of the maneuvers that candidates are most apprehensive about. Actually, there's nothing to be so worried about. Here, I'll give you some tips for the parking maneuver. If you follow these tips, you'll see that it's not as difficult as it seems. Moreover, since you'll be practicing this every day during your training, you'll get used to it over time. The parallel parking area is marked by the 3 parking posts you see on the right. There are also 2 parking posts in the front. On the right side, there's a painted area. It's on a yellow painted surface. Next to it, there's a curb painted white. Let's go over the rules. First of all, you must not touch the parking posts under any circumstances. Secondly, the wheels of your vehicle must not touch the curb painted white. These are reasons for failing. Upon the successful completion of your parking maneuver, both of your vehicle's right side wheels must be positioned securely on top of the yellow painted surface, or at the very least, they should be touching it. If your wheels are not on the yellow paint, you will be considered unsuccessful. Don't forget this. The first thing we'll do is approach the parking posts in a straight line, leaving about half a meter to a meter of space. Since we'll be maneuvering in reverse to enter here, the parking spot is now behind us. We've just passed the parking post a little. By how much? Maybe by about half a meter. Don't be exactly in line with it. If you go a little past it, you'll have more space behind you when parking. The current position is quite good. We can see the parking space behind us. You can check and adjust by looking in the right mirror. At the same time, as the driver is doing here, you can also turn your head and look from inside. You can also check through the rear window. This is allowed? So how do we apply this in real life? Now let's say you're going to park on the street and you need to do a parallel park like this. Instead of these parking posts, there will be cars. As you can see, we've moved forward by about half a meter, almost the length of a wheel. We didn't start from the same line. First, he shifted into reverse gear. He turned the steering wheel all the way to the right. He's not coming in too fast. Pay attention, just like in the previous parking attempts, he's moving very slowly. He's not lifting the clutch too much. His eyes are on the left mirror. When he reached the desired point, he stopped with the brake and pressed the clutch. He stopped when he could see all the parking posts. So what are these parking posts? You can think of them as the front of the car behind you. You can stop when you can see its front completely. He straightened the wheels. Now he needs to reverse straight back into the space. Now he's continuing to back up while looking to the right side. Again, he's moving slowly. He saw the parking post. When he reached behind the mirror, he pressed the brake and stopped. So what does this parking post mean? Let's put another car there again. You keep coming until the rear lights at the corner of the car in front line up behind your mirror. So here you can think of that parking post as the rear corner lights of the car in front. In the third step, he will turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. He's coming slowly. Again, he's looking to the right. Here, if you want, you can lower your right mirror a bit to see the curb and your wheels. The car also has a parking sensor. You can hear its sound. When the sound increases and turns into a continuous beep, you shouldn't go any further. Let that be your limit. To ensure the parking sensors work properly, approach as slowly as possible, and when you reach the desired spot, press the brake and clutch. Once you've finished parking, the thing you need to do is verify. Don't immediately say, "I'm done parking." First, check your rear wheel in your right side mirror. Make sure it's on the yellow painted area. After that, check if your car is straight. If your car is straight, it means the rear wheel and the front wheel are almost in the same place, aligned with each other. If you're sure at this point that your parking is correct, straighten your wheels and then you can say, "My parking is done, it's finished." In parallel parking, after you've entered the space, you have two more maneuvers, one forward and one backward. Don't forget this. Even if your rear wheel is on the yellow painted area, if your car isn't straight and you're not sure, you can use your second maneuver. In this case, if you turn the steering wheel all the way to the right and make a slight forward maneuver, you can straighten the car, as you can see here. He signaled and made his exit. When exiting, we use the left turn signal. In other words, it's the signal to join the road when leaving the park. There's no need to exit this quickly. If you make such a quick exit after parking so nicely, and if you hit the parking post while exiting, you will still fail the exam. So don't put yourself at such risk. Exit slowly. Now he turned the steering wheel all the way to the left. He gave the signal. His foot is on the brake. He has nothing to do with the gas pedal. See how slowly he's moving? By the way, you have unlimited attempts for the exit maneuver. You can move the car forward or backward. Let me especially emphasize this. If there isn't enough space left behind, I mentioned that you should turn the wheel fully to the right and move forward a bit to straighten your car. If you make such a maneuver, since you'll be narrowing the space in front during parking, it won't be possible to exit in one go. In such cases, before exiting, you can reverse straight back a bit to use the empty space behind your car. After that, don't forget to signal, turn the wheel fully to the left and slowly steer your way out. How do you park in a left-hand traffic system? Now let's take a look at that as well. This time the parking spot is on our left. We passed the parking post by about half a meter. If we adapt this to real life, we've moved almost a wheel's length forward. We didn't start from the same line. The first thing we do is turn the steering wheel all the way to the left this time. Now, continuing to move while looking to the right. When reaching the desired point, stopped with the brake and pressed the clutch. Stopped when all the parking posts were visible. You can stop when you can see the front of the car behind you completely. Straighten the wheels. Now it needs to reverse straight back into the spot. We keep going until the parking post on the left lines up with the back of our mirror. We stop when we are straight and directly behind it. How does it work in real life? You can think of the parking post in front as the rear lights of the car parked ahead. After reaching this point, we turn the steering wheel all the way to the right and slowly back in while watching our left mirror until our car straightens out. The car comes in slowly and it also has a parking sensor. You hear the sound. When it gets louder and turns into a continuous beep, you shouldn't go any further. Let that be your limit. To ensure the parking sensors work well, approach as slowly as possible, and when you reach the desired spot, press the brake and clutch.